Live from Detroit, live from Detroit, live from Detroit.
Pink suits with hats to match, big crocodiles and Cadillacs. You looking for the fattest sacks? This is where it's at. Windows tinted, seats fully reclined. Keep the hands on the burner, cause niggas know that it's money on our mind.
Yo, what up, though? It's your man Jay Johnson, a.k.a. the tinfoil hat titan, a.k.a. the conspiracy realist, a.k.a. the technology snob, Steve Jobs Jr. Don't text me with your green bubbles, a.k.a. I only debate my equals, everybody else I teach. Also known as Juice, because all the hoes say J.U. Ice, Young Caesar, because you know you can't roam without me. Mr. If you don't like me, fight me. I got kicked out of Noah's Ark because you couldn't find another animal just like me, a.k.a. the podcast whisperer, the Cohiba smoker, the 1738 sipper. I am the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. What up?
What up, though? This your man Dame going wild. The West Side landlord, the pride of PA, High Chief Dame don't fuck around, the liquor store legend, the corner store conquistador, your mama's favorite motherfucking Dame, Bobby Bage, and the David Ruffin of the Shop Talk Podcast, because you know who the fuck they came to see.
Welcome back. Shop Talk Podcast, episode 85.
The Eric Ebron?
I like that. Eric Ebron. That's a Detroit fact, too.
He is.
Facto. Also, in 85, you know, this week in 1985, Thundercats debuted on television.
Get the fuck out of here.
That was a big part of my childhood.
Today is Angela Davis' birthday, too.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Shout out to her.
74.
That's what's up. It's been a good week, man. I had a on the vibration and emotional level, I had a really good week this week.
Yeah, we've been brainstorming, putting a lot of shit together. 2018, like as we close out January was our best month ever in terms of numbers again.
Literally.
Yeah, and we're closing out on a high note. We got 11 more months to fuck shit up this year.
Yeah, man.
And it's gonna get bigger and better.
Absolutely.
I'm quitting my fucking job this year off of this podcast shit. I just feel it. I feel it. I need to be able to smoke weed as much as I want to, pick my babies up from school, and keep the lights on.
Man, in due time, man. This week I actually started a project I've been wanting to start for a long time, a documentary.
I heard from someone that you interviewed.
Yeah, a documentary /
You gonna interview me?
Docu-series, absolutely.
Okay, because I got a lot of wild shit to say.
Yeah, but that's as much that I'm gonna say on it right now. But It's been a brainchild of mine for quite some time, and I decided to finally push the button and got started, and it's coming out great.
Okay, cool,
Yeah.
cool.
How was your week, brother?
Week was pretty good. I ain't got no complaints. I made it a month in, damn near a month in, no police. You know, I did get a letter from the court in the mail, and that shit made my heart started having palpitations and shit. But it was only because, like, I owe these niggas, like, $40, and they sent me, like, a notice to appear. I'm not fucking coming to court. So I'm going to pay that goddamn $40, and we're going to be done with it.
You know, when I turn my truck in and shit, you know, you at the dealership, you know, they get their payoffs and shit like that.
Yeah.
And I pay the niggas extra, more than what my note was, because I'm thinking, like, I don't know how they do the interest daily or whatever, but I paid the motherfuckers. Then a couple months later, they sent me something in the mail saying I owe $12. I'm like, y'all better chalk that shit up, because I'm not like I can't
suck my motherfucking dick. It costs you more to print and send me this shit.
I don't have access to their website no more to make my payments and shit. My username and none of that shit work. I'm like, how you want me to send you the money, fam? Like,
bring it up there.
I don't have a check. You know what I'm saying? Like. And I don't feel like going to get a money order. I'm like, dog, listen, y'all
just take your debit card up there. They don't have like a central location. You can't go up to like one.
Ally
Financial.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So if it was a local Ally Financial somewhere, like, nigga, take this $12. But like,
it's an 800 number. Call them, get in your debit card, man. Get that $12 monkey off your back.
That shit irritating. We're gonna report this on your credit. Like, nigga, you be petty as fuck. You put that $12 on my goddamn.
Let me tell you
report.
something. If I don't give a fuck what people report to my credit. My credit, I'm not gonna say it's like terrible.
Well, we know how you are with saving money, so
saving money is fucking overrated. Like, my credit ain't terrible, but like, if you gonna do, like, don't threaten me with shit, because I don't get no fuck.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, I got a $500,000 house on my credit. Like, $12, you can suck my dick.
You know what's so funny? This week I was scrolling back through past episodes.
Yeah.
And I listened to the first How You episode, and you actually you had this whole situation about, like, you can't staple no more shit to my credit.
Yeah, like, I don't, like, that shit doesn't threaten. Like, I know how to clean my credit up and shit. So I mean, do what the fuck you gonna do? I'm all right.
This has been a pretty good week. Shout out to all of our the new subscribers and the new listeners. this week. So we can check our numbers and our stats. You know what the number 2 played episode is this week?
Is it Beyonce kill Prince?
Yes.
I mean,
so
you can't argue with facts.
So the number 1 episode clearly is the episode that we just dropped.
Yeah.
Number 2 is the Beyonce kill Prince. Number 3 is the 3rd episode we did. And number 4 is the 1st episode we did. So during this week, we picked up new people and they went back and started listening from the beginning because all these they gave us the top 50.
Yeah.
And a lot of these are some of our older episodes that people are really fucking with.
And people been shouting us out heavy this week. Shout out to my man, the Cheesecake King,
For sure.
who threw us out there. I need a cheesecake, my G. I gotta order one because
What's so
fucking
funny
love cheesecake.
Is we gonna have to bring him up here one day.
That nigga's funny as
He's
fuck.
a funny nigga, right? Also, he is really dope on the cheesecake.
Yeah.
I don't eat cheesecake. I don't like cheesecake. But
fuck
guess
is
what?
wrong with you, man?
That shit don't taste good to me.
Shit tastes
but
amazing.
the shit that nigga be making, it looks amazing. So I might have to.
I've had like slices out of.
I didn't send people that nigga away.
Yeah.
This on some shit like, hey, go to my man and do a screenshot because like that shit look cold. That's dope.
Yeah, we'll get him up here. He just like friend requested me on Facebook. So I mean, we'll any Cast Tech.
Yeah,
He got that
CT
Cast Tech.
alumni.
Yeah, CT fired up.
So this week, man, I got a couple of questions and feedback
About Jesus being an alien?
about some shit I said on the podcast.
Okay.
As if this week I was gonna come on here and like not stand firm on what I said.
Go ahead. You can have the stage on this one, man. Go ahead.
I just don't understand thinking logically if a being comes somewhere not of Earth. First off, you see how ridiculous this sounds though. So if a being comes not from Earth, comes down from the heavens, and walks around here, what would you call it? An extraterrestrial.
In theory, yeah.
It's not theory. That's the definition of. That's what we would
But
call
Jesus
it.
said, like, when he come back, he gonna descend from
gonna
the
be
heavens.
Okay.
And he gonna come back looking like you and me.
And we gonna all so listen.
I mean, I'll be honest, it's gonna be a hard sell. If a black man, because Jesus was black,
Yeah.
comes down from heaven and says, "Hey y'all, I'm back," nobody's gonna be trying to hear that.
So let me look directly in the camera.
But the trumpets and all that gonna go off. So that'll probably that's the signal.
So if y'all was mad at me last week for what I said, they're gonna be really mad at me this week.
Go ahead, man. This is all at J Johnson 313.
You know what else gonna be a hard sell? You know what was a hard sell?
What?
Mary being pregnant by a ghost. You mean to tell me
Come on, my
that
nigga.
Joseph?
Come on.
What would you call Joseph if Joseph came home and his wife is pregnant and she was like, I ain't never had sex with nobody. It just came out of nowhere. How did he take that story, dog? Like, how did he? It had to be a conversation, right?
I would like to think divine intervention, that the Lord probably imparted something on Joseph. Like, I got this.
So your wife come home and
we
she's
ain't
pregnant.
talk about my wife.
Or your girlfriend come home and she got her belly sticking out and she was like, well, this is from God. Like, what you gonna do with that situation?
Bitch, get out.
I mean, it had to be a hard sale.
We
right?
got two options: get out or go to Scottsdale. Take your pick. Because we turning this baby to a motherfucking smoothie. You know how I feel about abortion. I'm with that shit.
Well, send all the emails to Dame going, wow,
Like,
okay.
you are not keeping this. You're not keeping some other nigga baby and living in my house.
Jesus was another nigga baby, right?
Hey man, we go.
The other nigga just was God. I mean, I know that sounds ultra
It
disrespectful,
sounds hella disrespectful.
but it's not meant that way. And God know my heart.
Okay, that's
It's
that's
a hard sale though.
That's
Like
a nigga
in real
favorite
life.
line.
In real life though, like your significant other come home pregnant and say, I never had sex with nobody. You just got to deal with it. This baby came from God. Before we know, Jesus ain't here yet. Like, we don't know about the
This is the beginning of the story.
There is no Jesus yet. Like, so we don't know about all this faith and God and all other stuff. That's a hard sale, fam.
Yeah, it is.
Joseph is either a great man or he a simp.
He a great man. That's the lane I'm gonna go with that.
Okay.
That's the lane I'm gonna go with that.
I'm just saying. email shoptalkpodcast@gmail.com. All right, man. What's going on this week, man? We only gonna touch on a couple things, man.
So one of the first topics, Bill Cosby back out on the road.
Hey, man.
Doing shows.
He trying to get his worth up. He don't want a Monique situation.
Yo, if Bill Cosby had a Netflix special,
Nigga. If I was Netflix, I would put a Bill Cosby Netflix special.
Nah,
Who
man.
Listen,
I don't want to hear that shit.
you lying.
I don't want to hear that
You
shit.
lying.
What Bill Cosby got to say that you want to hear?
Exactly. You want to hear what he about to say. You want to hear if he gonna confess, if he gonna take a stance.
Fuck
Like,
no, he not confessing. He not confessing.
let's play a game called Swear to God. Swear to God, if Bill Cosby drops some shit on Netflix, you're not gonna watch. Swear to God.
Hey man,
I see it. And you know where that game came from.
yeah. Nah,
I'm watching it.
yeah, whatever.
I mean, at least the clips that's gonna make it to TMZ or on Instagram, like, you gonna be interested.
He gonna say some wild
You
shit.
might fuck around and spend the $10 that first month just to see what this nigga talking about.
Nah, man, I'll never pay for. My homeboy used to work for Netflix. He got like a phone book full of Netflix user IDs and passwords.
What's your homeboy's name?
I'm not gonna throw my
I'm
names
fucking
out
with you.
there.
First and last.
Yeah, he got a phone book full of them shits. So as soon as one expire, we
Yeah.
just go down to the next one.
That's crazy. But he out here doing shows. Sound like somebody recorded that shit like on a cell phone or something. I heard a little clips of it. I'm
So
not
Bill-
really interested.
So Bill Cosby come down to the Fox for a one-man show. You gonna pay?
Am I gonna pay?
Yeah.
No, I try to get with the promoter and we get us a press pass so we can interview Bill Cosby though. Because
He not-
we'll do that interview here.
He's not gonna tell us shit though. He not gonna tell us shit.
Oh, we'll do the interview here.
That's cool, but like he ain't gonna. It ain't like he gonna give us the exclusive. Like, yeah, I was.
That nigga old and see now. I'm smarter than Bill Cosby, fam. I know for a fact I'm smarter than
And
Bill Cosby.
and have you ever heard them stories about like niggas cussing and coming at Cosby stupid?
Yeah.
Like he makes sure that shit like that shit'll never see the light of day because I'm definitely.
What he gonna do to me? Nigga, I put this shit out. Ain't nobody you can call and tell me that to take something down.
But maybe he can push the button on like future shit that we want to do. Like I don't.
Hey man, I'm out here in the streets with our core fan base. As long as the people fuck with you, you'll be straight.
Okay, I mean,
And that's why Bill Cosby failed, because the people didn't fuck with him. He shitted on the people. He shitted on all the black folk.
he went on that.
We'll be
remember
right-
he went on a tour where he was like telling niggas how they need
Here,
to live their life
at
yeah.
WC3. I was there. We took some audio from the from there and put it on the album.
Yeah.
Detroit, you're 83%. Stand up. Like I got a bunch of damn audio. You know what I'm saying? But you didn't really fuck with the people, and that's why we ain't riding for you. Like, niggas not doing Russell Simmons like they did Bill Cosby,
No, but we know.
which is unfortunate.
But we know Russell Perv. We know Russell Perv.
Yeah.
Like that shit wasn't really like a huge like, oh my fucking God. Like we know Russell like underage pussy. That shit ain't.
But we ain't know he was raping bitches allegedly raping people about force.
You have sex with a 14, 15-year-old
You liable
girl.
to
That's
do anything.
statutory rape. I mean, you walking down that yellow brick road.
Yeah, some girl said he pinned her to the desk and forcibly raped her.
Yeah.
Like like that allegation in itself is some
Shit don't go away. Shit don't go away. Nelly came up with 2 other sexual assault allegations in the last week.
I haven't clicked on the articles, but I've seen the headlines a few times. And apparently the video from the first incident came out. And
This video of it?
yeah, and I guess his interactions with him and the girl on the bus or getting off the bus or whatever and didn't necessarily point to guilt, but it didn't put him in the best light. I haven't seen the video, so
His
I can't
lady
really
came out
speak.
and made a statement. The Miss
Jackson?
Yeah.
What'd she say?
I mean, some.
Yeah.
I mean, she.
Sorry,
she
Miss
said,
Jackson.
Yeah, she said something.
I'm sorry, Miss Jackson.
You know, naturally defending him, but like also admitting that, like, you know, they were together during these periods, so there could have been some possible cheating that went down.
Like, if you ain't raped, y'all had regular sex, so
Okay.
she should have stayed with Mayweather. Shit, being one of the girls in the harem, you would have been the same situation with just a bigger house.
This is gonna be fucked up to say, but like, look, if your man is at a certain level of success, is it like just comfortable to say like this motherfucker might cheat and like maybe you should just turn a blind eye to the shit?
Do it have to be attached to a certain level of success? Or maybe just a certain level in your relationship where you think that this is okay.
Nah, I just like. First of all, cheating is expensive. Like if you're gonna do that shit, and
Is it?
It can be.
Depends on the quality of the person you
yeah,
with.
and I mean, exactly. Like you don't want to end up like Kobe. Like if you're gonna be,
Because I thumbs down girls, you
tongue
down.
right? Like if you're gonna be out here cheating, like if I'm a billionaire, I can afford to cheat. I can afford to have my mistress over here living a comfortable lifestyle, and she know that she needs.
Why you got to pay for her lifestyle? I can fuck for free. I mean, people can have sex for free.
Yeah, but
because I'm a billionaire. Don't
free
mean,
sex always costs you more.
I don't know that to be the case.
I will
Because
attempt.
I'm not rich.
No, I mean, I'm just a regular
don't
nigga.
cost me a thing.
Yeah, but like, there's no such thing. Like
Allegedly.
free sex is gonna cost you something. So I mean, it's easier just to look. If you're dealing with a grown woman, like she got grown woman needs. You may just have to take care of certain shit, and it's easier to pay, like to keep her happy and quiet than to like be like end up like Tiger Wood. Tiger wouldn't giving bitches $500 for their rent, talking about I ain't got it,
Well,
and then the shit storm came.
Like, if we not in a relationship, we both adults. Them your responsibilities. You not about to help me pay my rent. Why should I help you pay your rent?
I mean,
if that's the case,
it's the cost of doing business sometimes.
well, I'm paying for the pussy. And that make you a hoe. A whore.
I mean,
You know what I'm saying? Because you always say, well, what makes a person a hoe? I don't believe in hoes. Like, well, if I'm paying you for sex, that make you a hoe by definition.
well, if I'm paying for it, I'm doing everything. I'm doing everything the fuck I want to do.
You know, I can't never pay for it directly.
Not directly, but we all pay for it and shit. Like it's just.
You know what I'm saying? I might invest my time. I don't necessarily know if that's paying for it.
Now, I don't think that's necessarily paying for it, but I mean, if you want the company of a beautiful young woman, sometimes you're going to have to do shit that you don't want to do.
True that.
You may go see a movie you don't want to see. You may go out to dinner somewhere that you wouldn't typically want to go eat at. I mean, it's I don't look at dating and courting a woman as like I'm paying for it. Like if I'm dating you, it's because I want to.
Absolutely.
You know, this is where my interest is invested in. This is what the fuck I want to do. If I don't want to do it, I won't.
And then when I'm dating, right? Like
I like you.
I like you.
Yeah.
So it's not the event that I really want to go. I'm really want to spend some time with you.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And the event is just like the background music to me and you having this conversation and me looking at your face.
Like if I think you look like the women that I like to date look good, they got cute ass clothes and they don't want to sit in the house and shit.
Yeah.
Neither do I. So get dressed, throw some sexy shit on, and let's find some shit to get into.
Yeah. So there's that.
And then one thing that we did not touch on last week that I've seen a lot of slander, rightfully so, is niggas in these sex dolls.
Yeah. Dog, these motherfucking dolls are getting outrageous, dog.
I'm not fucking a sex doll. I'm not.
And ideally, I would like to believe that too. But these bitches look so fucking like you seen that one that was in the white on the bed.
Yes.
I don't want that to be in my house when I come home drunk one night because I don't want to have to make a tough decision. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to have to make a tough decision.
You just make a phone call before you get to the house. First of all, them shits is like $2,500. I could buy me an old school.
Dog,
Give me a box Chevy.
Why you think this shit just popped up?
I don't know. It's tax time. Niggas got
But these-
dumbass discretionary
These
income.
things been out damn near 20 years. You remember on HBO?
Yeah, Real Sex.
Like these bitches used to be damn near 20 grand. So maybe the price just dropped. So
Now they're a little bit more affordable.
I mean, niggas throw $2,000 in the strip club. So
Why not throw $2,000 for something guaranteed every night? I'm not going there. Who cleaning that motherfucker out?
oh, you going raw? Oh, this nigga Dave is going raw. You gonna rubber? I mean, if
No,
not, you gonna put a rubber for the rubber?
First of all, I'm not even going. I'm never going
No,
to.
you
Like
just-
I'm never hard. Let me stand on top of my soapbox real quick.
Okay.
I ain't hard pressed for no pussy. You understand? I fuck when I want to fuck, and I do all right out in these streets.
But listen.
I'm not paying $2,500 American dollars for a motherfucking sex toy. It's not going to happen. Not ever.
Okay.
Not ever.
I'm not saying that you should.
I'm not sticking
just
my
think-
raw dick in a sex toy.
You
neither.
said who
Like,
gonna clean it out, so that leads me to believe yes, you are.
no.
That just leads me to believe yes, you are.
And then like, can you resell them? Like, can
Them
you sell a
bitches-
used one?
They go, the bitch is gonna be at Ritter Center, nigga.
Right, $50 a week.
So listen, I do think these things have some practical use, right? What if they take the bitches up to the prisons?
Niggas will fuck them shits up.
I'm saying, use your commissary to buy a bitch. Build a bitch. You know what I'm saying?
That is disgusting. Niggas getting pussy in prison.
They can get the little robot pussy and they don't got to take it from the dude down the street or some shit.
Didn't your brother just explain last week, like, you ain't got to get raped in prison?
I mean, well, that's where he was at, right?
Yeah.
But prison on the West Coast a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? The prison in Louisiana a little bit different. What a nigga that he just got out? The tall salad man.
Oh, Fleece Johnson.
Yeah, see? That nigga crazy. He was preying on motherfuckers. That's a predator, okay?
Yeah. It's predators everywhere. But
look, so this was the conversation I had with a couple people and shit because women got really, really upset about this shit. And I'm like,
first, a week or two ago, y'all was up in arms about $25 engagement rings.
Right.
Now you're mad about nigga popping for a sex doll.
Nigga, what if you got your girl a $25 engagement ring, bought $2,000 sex toy?
Nah, bro, you gonna have a hard. Where you put this bitch at? Where you hide it at in the house?
Leave that bitch in the bed.
Come on, my nigga. I'm not living with no grown ass woman and I got a sex doll in the house. It's just not gonna happen.
Maybe all three of y'all. I mean, all two of y'all.
What?
Maybe that's how you.
That is not the threesome that I have.
Maybe that's how you finesse one in real life.
Nah, man. Anytime I've had a threesome in real life, I've
never had one.
I mean, I'm sorry for you, but
You know
like
what I'm
I've had a couple, and I mean, I ain't never had to finesse it like that. It was a lot easier.
You ever been with a woman who said no
to a threesome?
Yeah,
because like you can't.
Okay, well maybe
you can't break every woman. Like everybody ain't down for that shit.
For sure.
She got to show like a genuine interest in women.
Yeah.
And then like you
finesse it with the dot. Sorry, no. So look, this was the conversation I had earlier in the week. Was like because women were upset and like, oh y'all niggas is nasty and perv. I'm like, jokes out the window. Like I'm not fucking with a doll. Right. Like in real life.
No,
but
ain't no way.
Tell me what the difference is from a woman having sex with an inanimate object and a man having sex with an inanimate object. Because all that disgust and shit that you got from you fucking a rubber doll, like y'all fuck with toys. I understand that this is a full body, but at the end of the day, this is an inanimate object that you're using to have an orgasm. And that's an inanimate object that somebody's gonna be using to have an orgasm. So all that hate and the hostility you got, point that shit at yourself, because you do the same shit with an inanimate object. Or fucking fruits and foods. Or you know what I'm saying?
Like, why my cucumbers smell funny?
It happens and shit.
It does.
All right, man. So let's get into the
No. Before we get into it,
right.
It's a special occasion because I got a motherfucking story time with Dame.
Oh, all right. Let me cue the music and shit. All right, go ahead.
I love having theme music. Like every superhero needs his theme music, and mine is too short. Story time with Dame this week. It does not involve me being at the culprit of shit. Thank God. I'm not gonna say any names because I got permission from my homeboy to share the story because it was some crazy shit. But just to protect him and the shit that he got going on, he didn't care about me telling the story. But I'm gonna throw it out there. So, and it involves one of my favorite places in the city of Detroit.
And what's that?
The Crest Motel.
Okay.
Where $25 will get you 3 hours of uninterrupted pleasure plus porn on at least 4 of the channels.
As well as bed bugs.
Possibly. But I mean, if you're willing to fuck a woman in a $25 room,
I mean,
you know the risk.
In my younger days, I may have hit a spot off Telegraph before.
Oh, yeah.
With my girlfriend at the time.
Wow.
Which was really weird.
I hope it was the Red Roof or Marvin Gardens.
I don't remember.
Could have been a Bluebird.
But when you young and like y'all both live with parents and shit, like you don't really got a place to go.
Yeah,
when it's time to, I think I was like 18, 19 or some shit.
Red Roof used to be my shit. I had a credit card at like 17.
It wasn't a Red Roof. It was like one of them day spots on Telegraph.
Short stay. Just call it what it is. Because the Crest is a short stay. Yeah. So I get a call from my mans talking about, hey, yo, I need you to come get my truck. And I'm like, I mean, what's going on? He was like, look, I'm with a chick. We down here at the short stay. And my wife's phone is in the truck. Because she's been, like, his wife has tracked him on shit before. Yeah. Like, tracked the phone.
I'm sure of it.
Yeah. So he was like, look, I told her I'm out working tonight. I'm down here with such and such. And I just got here, so I know like she's starting to track. Now I don't live too far. I'm like 15 minutes away. So I called my other mans up. I was like, hey yo, he at the room with an old girl. He need me to come get the truck so we can get it out of there and hopefully keep my man out of this.
Or how about turn the fucking phone off?
But it's her phone. She left it in the car purposely. So she left it in a place that we weren't supposed to find it. But the phone started going off when he got there. So now he know her phone, and if we turn it off, like
listen,
the jig is fully up.
I don't know how the end of this story goes, but this is a horrible idea. I'm just gonna say that right now.
Hey man, I'm that friend that you call like if it's a play to be made, like if I'm down for my niggas.
Okay.
So I mean, if you in some bullshit, like call Dame, I got you
For sure.
So he knew who to call. I called my other man. Was like, hey yo, he down at the sleazy end. And we need to go get the truck real quick. I just need my boy because we leaving the truck somewhere else.
Yeah.
And I just need a way back. So I go down there, get the key, kind of step a foot or two into the room and, make sure.
Smells like latex and
smells
cigarette smoke.
Smells like hot dog water and fried bologna. So I get the keys and we decide, you know what? Why don't we take the car? I call him. I was like, look, I'm going to take the car down to Motor City. I'm going to throw it in the parking garage. I'll text you a picture, like what floor, what number it's in.
Yeah.
So you can take a Lyft or Uber up there, pick up the car later. I'll drop the keys back off to you. I'll be back in like a half hour.
Now, that's a good place to park.
Yeah.
Because you got to explain to your wife, like, because she'll just pull up.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, why your car
Why is your car at the
Dame
sleazy
crib?
end?
No, why your car at Dame crib and you not here? Because I'm going to knock on the door. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but she know not to knock on my door because I'm not opening up.
But if the car is in there, that means her husband in there, and then why wouldn't you come? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a few more
idea.
questions. But I said the casino, you can play that off a different way.
Good job. Good thinking.
Yeah. Thank you. With the assist. So I drop the car off at the casino. I come back, knock on the door, throw the keys in, and we out. I'm back at the crib like an hour later.
Yeah.
So this all happened maybe about 12:30, 1 o'clock. About 4 in the morning, my nigga blowing my phone up like, hey, yo, I can't find the car. And I sent him the picture again. I was like, it's down at Motor City, 3rd floor of the parking garage. Like, and
I took a picture of the door locked.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
the doors was locked. I dropped the key back off to you. And I mean, this is where I left it at. Like, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. This nigga walk around the parking garage for probably about an hour. I can't find my shit. I was like, is it some, like he found the parking spot where it was, but like the car wasn't there. I was like, is it any glass? Cause he got a newer model truck. So I'm like,
that's when I call my wife and say, I was down at the casino for a couple hours.
So this is where the story gets interesting.
Oh shit.
So he's like, fuck it. I got insurance on the bitch. If somebody stole it, whatever, I got full coverage. I get, I'll put in a claim, do whatever. So he decides to take a Lyft back home. He sent his lady friend home in an Uber. He take a Lyft back to the crib. He said when he gets back to the crib, his truck is in the driveway. She still ran up on him and with her sister and took the truck from Motor City and took it back to the crib. So while she cannot confirm he was out cheating,
he cheated because he never called his wife and said my car got stole. That's what the fuck you do when you marry. Oh shit, babe, my fucking car got stole. Can you come get me? Don't fucking take a Lyft home and don't ever say nothing to your wife. Like, you're trying to get caught.
But I mean, you're not thinking.
You should be thinking when you cheating.
Okay, and that's why niggas get caught cheating.
Dumb
because we don't think enough steps in advance.
Shout out to your homie. I mean, you're not, but
I mean, it wasn't a smart decision. So every year we take like a guy's trip, like in the summer. So now, like his participation in the guy's trip,
it's not happening.
might be on the shelf.
Listen, this is what you should have done. Just give a call to your wife, like, hey, be angry. Like, look, I done lost X amount of dollars at the fucking casino. I come out to the motherfucking parking lot and my fucking car is gone. Come get me. And hang up the phone. No, there's no back and forth, you know what I'm saying?
So if she pull up in your truck, then what?
Then I'm like, what the fuck? Like, then I'm mad at you because you put your...
Being stupid.
I'm mad at you because I'm here down at the casino playing and you fucking GPS me and now I think my fucking car gone. Like, what? Why are you playing game? You gotta flip the shit back on them.
Yeah.
Like, who would not call their wife when their car got stolen?
I wouldn't. I don't know. Well, it's been so long since I've been married. I don't know.
And it's late at night when you know you normally would be home. Like, come on, man.
Nah, shit happens.
He could have I would have flipped this shit back up. I'm a master flipper backer to you. Oh, this is your fault. Goddamn.
A master flipper backer.
It is.
Well, shout out to my homeboy. Hopefully you can still make the guys strip come May, because we trying to go to Colorado and we need you to roll.
Also, if you need another play, man, just holler at me. You know what I'm saying?
You know, it was late night. The Crest is not too far from my spot. So I mean, you know, I'm there.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm there.
No, but if you need a better strategy session,
yeah,
the next up,
we were just thinking quick. I figured the casino would be a perfect, like all intents and purposes, that shit is a perfect spot.
If it handled it differently, he could have got out of this shit.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think she knows that he was quite cheating, but he just wasn't where he told her he was going to be at.
And low key,
and I guess in a woman's eyes, that's cheating.
If she got her iPhone with the location and data on there, she know where he was at. If she know where to look.
Yeah, but he said he wasn't down at the room that long before he called me, so it could have been like I was
that bitch was
passing by. I don't know.
That motherfucker was stopped for a period of time at the
20 minutes at the Crest before I got there. So, I mean, you know, it doesn't necessarily look good, but, like, look, I'm down for my niggas. If you got, like, and this nigga has been, like, down for me with some bullshit. Like, I remember one summer I was at this house party. I got into it with a couple niggas, and my burner was in the car.
Yeah.
And, like, these niggas was outside on the lawn. I called my man up. He pulled up with an AK.
Hey,
and we got the fuck up out of there.
You got to do what you got to do sometimes.
Yeah, so.
I'm particular to the AR versus the K. A lot more accurate, a lot less wild, you know what I'm saying?
But I mean, it
definitely get the job done.
Yeah, and it sends a very clear message.
100%.
That you're not jumping on my man. So shout out to my homeboy. We're supposed to hit the bar on Saturday, so hopefully you can still make it out.
Yeah, I doubt it. All right, man. So this week, man, the topic is about situations that you presented with.
When is a good time to expose the truth?
Yeah, or when is the time where you be like, yeah, I'm not going to expose the truth. I need to keep this one with me into the day that I die.
Okay.
So we got a situation here.
Am I reading off the scenario of
It's
what
up
happened?
to you, man. Whatever.
You know, I don't really read out loud that often, but I'll take a swirl.
Okay.
So this is a scenario. I'm married to a wonderful man. We've been together 5 years, married 2. My husband wants kids and has been trying to get me pregnant as of lately, and he's even started working on a kid's room. He has all these thoughts of him being a loving daddy. So lately he's been making appointments to see fertility specialists, but I've been canceling the appointments and he's been getting very, very upset about it. The problem isn't that I'm sterile and can't have kids. The problem is that I'm a transsexual and I never told him. I love him so much and I know he loves me too, and this makes me nervous and my heart aches. We're so happy together, but what should I do? Do I tell him the truth or do I quietly exit out of the marriage?
Jesus H. Christ.
Man.
Let me just pause for a minute because this is some shit, dog.
That's a lot to that's a lot to take in. So
This is some
woman,
diabolical shit.
you've been with this woman 5 years, 5 fucking years.
It's diabolical. It's twists and turns why it's so diabolical all through here. One, I'd have made up an excuse and just told him that I can't have kids. But you canceling appointments but not like that's some diabolical shit right there. But you said, should I tell him? That nigga is going to kill you.
I don't just see this shit going well. Regardless of what you do, this shit is not going to end well.
This is a situation. Do you just quietly exit out? First off, you cannot quietly exit out of a marriage.
Like you just serve him with divorce papers with no reason behind that shit?
He's still going to kill you.
Yeah, my God.
And I'm saying that he's just a murderer. But what I'm saying is this: love and hate is varying degrees of the same emotion.
Fucking thing. Yeah.
And as much as you can love somebody, in the certain situation happen, that exact opposite will be there. So all that love will turn all that hate really quick. This is a horrible thing to do to a person.
Fuck yeah.
This is a 100% horrible thing to do to a person. What do you think she should do? Answer two different ways. For her life and for the status of her relationship.
There's no easy way out of this shit. For her life, she may want to tell this nigga on FaceTime in another country that, look, I might be Tyreka right now, but I was born Terrell.
Ooh, shit, man.
And when I turned 19,
You know how betrayed he gonna feel?
yeah,
Like betrayal on that level, because you didn't give me the opportunity to decide if this was gonna be okay with me. Betrayal that I've been planning a life. You know how much I want children.
we've been planning a life together.
I didn't painted a whole room. I'm setting trips up. Like, you've been seeing me doing all this stuff, and you know none of this is possible, and you still been letting me do it. You know what I'm saying? That level of betrayal, whether he gonna do something to the girl or not, that level of betrayal, it's hard for somebody to ever get over that, dog.
No, it is. And then like,
And I haven't even got to the most to the part where I would be personally angry about.
the fact that she's a transsexual
Yeah.
isn't enough.
No, that's the part I'm pissed about.
Okay.
I'm just talking about the emotional state about the children. That's one thing, but like, nigga, what?
And I mean, like, I'm not saying it as a crush, but men, we love differently. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, I know a nigga got cheated on like by a 6th grade girlfriend, and like, oh, bitches ain't shit after that. Like, nigga, let that shit go. And it's men, we not built for heartbreak like women are. Like, this is a different type of heartbreak. You know what I'm saying?
Are women built for heartbreak?
I think they're more resilient when it comes to it, personally. Because a woman can get her heart broken over and over and over and still believe that her true love is out there trying, and she'll find him.
Niggas get their heart broke all the time.
And we be like, fuck these hoes after
The
that
quote
shit.
unquote good guy does. He get his heart broke by the chick that everybody knew wasn't gonna work out, and then he go trick and do all the extra shit with another person.
But I just don't think we bounce back the same. Like, we don't deal with love how women talk about love since, like, my daughter is 12 and she talks about falling in love one day. Like, my sons ain't trying to hear that. Like, they don't, their emotional capacity and how they deal with that shit is just completely different. Like, that was me. That was me. Like, no, like, we don't, like, when you growing up as a young man, it's not like your dream one day to be a husband. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't know.
Little girls sometimes grow up with the grandiose idea, like, I want to have a wedding and be a wife.
Well, that's
and
the
all
wedding
that
portion,
shit.
and that's some shit that's taught and programmed on the child. But I think every person, by default, you built to be with somebody else. Like, my body literally fits inside of a woman. Like, we are built to be together. So I think
Or a man that used to be, or a woman that used to be a man.
Sorry, I had to.
They'll make that whole fit.
But what I'm saying is, like, by DNA, you attracted to women, whatever. Like, you want to be with something. There's always gonna be a connection. You turn 6, 7 years old, a little girl in the sandbox, you start feeling that shit. Now, you don't express it the same way,
Right.
And it's not put on you that you should have a princess and all the other, all that the programming, the princess programming that little girls get with the Barbies and everything like that. But I think men want that exact same thing as well. They just express it differently.
I think differently. Like, I didn't necessarily have, like, now at this stage in my life, yes, I do have a desire to be married again. The first time I got married, and no shade to my ex-wife, because she was a beautiful woman, gave me, beautiful kids, but I just married her because I figured, like, well, I'm going to do it anyway one day. Might as well do it now and just get it out the way. Like, did I necessarily want to get married at 22? No, I could have waited. But I mean, I knew I wanted more kids. She wasn't trying to hear that kid shit, and we wasn't married. So I figured, it's a simple compromise. I loved her. I wanted to marry her one day. So, we'll get it out the way now. But as far as this situation goes, she should have been upfront, like, date one, before we went on date one. Like, look, I don't know what you're into, but, like, I became a woman like 5 years ago or some shit like
that's
that.
so tough.
And then I also think people rush into relationships too quickly.
Yeah.
Where you don't learn the person that you with. You don't ask enough fucking questions. Like, you need to, like,
That's fucked up that I gotta ask in 2018. Like, was you always a woman?
I mean,
That's
but
fucked up.
it is. But, like, look, my nigga,
Like, where your baby pictures at?
yeah,
I need some throwback Thursdays on your ass.
where your mama?
And not,
I need to meet family.
I need like 7, 8 year old, because younger than that, the clothes damn near unisex.
Yeah.
Like, it's a tank top. I don't know what's, you know what I'm saying?
But, like, but in this day and age, you gotta ask. That's just
I need to see you on a picture of you on a girls basketball team. You know what I'm saying? Like, golly.
you add that on to, like, beyond just, are you disease free? Are you drug free? Have you always been a woman?
So at this particular
A biological woman? Do you have a uterus?
Right.
Can you produce? Do you
That's
have
the
a
question.
period?
Like, were you born with a uterus?
Yeah.
Do you have a?
Do you ovulate?
Yeah. Like, because that's what I mean when I say, "Are you a woman?"
Right.
Not how you feel emotionally. I'm talking about the genetics
Right.
inside
Not
you.
how you feel emotionally.
I mean, that's what it is.
Yeah, I feel you.
But so that begs the question. So at what point, if you got something going on with you, when do you start saying that? Like, so if you live with a disease that you can't get rid of, that can be passed on to somebody, is that some shit that you say on the first date? Is that some things that you like? When do you say it?
So I got a good friend of mine, and she wants to come on the show, and I'll let her tell her story. But she has a disease that she can't get rid of, a sexually transmitted disease. And she tells me off rip, like before there's any intimacy, like kissing, holding hands,
yes.
she tells them like, look, this is what I have.
Yeah.
Plain and simple. If you don't want to deal with it, I get it. Shit, even for me, like when I'm dating women, I tell them straight up, look, I am a father. I have this many children. Like, if that shit's not for you, that's cool.
Right.
Because that's not for everybody. But me and my tribe, if we get serious, this is what the fuck I come along with.
100%.
So, I mean, if you don't want to deal with that, that's fine. We can continue this dinner, have a nice time, go the fuck home, and it's no beef. But don't let me invest my feelings, and then 6-8 months down the road you talking about like, nah, this ain't. And I honestly tell women, like when I meet them, like if I'm dating a woman that has, say, no kids, if she 29, 30 doesn't have any kids, there's a possibility that she wants a family.
Yeah.
And if shit gets serious, that she gonna want kids. Look, baby, and I tell them straight up, I got one more child in me. That's it. That is it. And like, it's not going to be like, I'm not trying to collect baby mamas. If we have a child, you are going to be my fiance, my wife, and we're going to figure this shit the fuck out. But like, I'm not doing that shit again and
With
having
the baby mama shit.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
like this is going to be it.
If I can help it.
No, like
I get you.
If you fuck with me and you have a baby at this point, you are fucking stuck with me. I am your nigga till you die. Death do us.
Yeah.
We might as well just go ahead and get married.
So man, I've heard both sides of this argument, and I, for one, I want to know early and often, soon.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I heard a situation where a person was like, I don't know if I'm emotionally invested enough to tell everybody my business.
Yeah, because there's
I'm
a certain
going-
amount of risk to it.
Yeah. So every time I go on a date, I'll tell everybody out like, hey, I'm living with HIV. All right, date's over. Now, I done told 50 people this year because I done had 50 dates.
And you never
they
know what
never
they're going to
went-
do with that information.
Yeah, and we never actually have so it may look like I'd had a bunch of dates, but we never finished the date because they was like, hey, I'm out. You know what I'm saying? Now, all these people just know my personal information and shit.
Exactly.
So I understand that. The opposite, so they were like, well, listen, I wait to a couple of dates so I see if this is something that I'm going to be interested in.
Right.
That's one way of doing it. But on the other end, like, damn, after the third date, this person is really feeling you, right? Or it could be. 'Cause
Yeah.
There's no time limit on things. So if I'm really feeling you, it's a third date. And third date, it could be 3 weeks later. It could be a month later. It could be a period of time before you physically go on the dates. You know what I'm saying? People got different
A
schedules.
month later, though?
It could be. I mean, it's only 4 weeks in a month. So we went out this weekend, didn't make next weekend. The next 2 weekends we went out, that's a month.
Okay.
And that's the third date. You know what I'm saying? So like, well, damn, I've been a month. I done got emotionally. We've been talking. We've been texting. And now you tell me I'm out. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to deal with this. But damn, I done wasted a month of my life. And I done got kind of involved. I done shunned other people. And like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
You date just one woman at a time?
For the most part, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if I'm
Now, I mean, I know for me personally, like now I do. Like there was a point in time where like shit, if I can fit in 4 dates in a week with 4 different ones,
well,
like,
see, it depends on
but
like
they can get expensive too.
dating and going out to eat with somebody is two different things. Like if me and you are actively dating or like we possibly
We
see
doing
something,
shit.
you know what I'm saying? But like I don't want to do that with everybody because that's too much time invested. I feel like,
I got you.
you know what I'm saying? So, and plus I want to give you a fair shake. And I might not if, you know what I'm saying, I got another option or some shit like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, I feel you.
Generally, yes, I do. If I'm dating, I'm trying to date exclusively. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? But
But do you tell that person that in the beginning, or is this after a couple dates you be like, you know, I don't
No.
want to see anyone else?
well, I mean, I'm at the age now that I have we have conversations with different people about what the expectations and shit is going in. So it's like, all right, we dating, and because it could be like it's not exclusive. Like I don't want nobody else, but I'm not ready to be like.
Because I'm just saying, like it follows that same theory.
Yeah.
That if we 4 dates in, is it a good time to say like, because now I'm different. I'm invested emotionally a little bit different.
Yeah.
So now do I tell you like, look, I only want to see you and I don't want you. You know, I just want us to exclusively date. It's still the same thing. Like I got to see if it's gonna work.
At any time, if you have a relationship with somebody, not in a relationship, but have a relationship with somebody, and that's how you feel, you should say that early and often too. Even if the other person is not okay with it and you know that you want that, because now y'all went in on the same page and you changed the rules without telling the other person.
Yeah.
And then you're going to have resentment towards this person because you want them to do some shit that they never agreed to.
Right.
So you need to say that. And if y'all not okay with the outcome, then go y'all separate ways. But oftentimes the agreement change on one person half and no one ever has a conversation about that shit.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. So I think for me, tell me up front if you wasn't born with a uterus. I need to know immediately. You know
Like as
what
soon
I'm
as you
saying?
get their number, is that when it's a good? Like when you make that first call, like she's supposed to be like, bam, like look, just want to throw this out there. Like that's an uncomfortable conversation from the other party as well.
But you know, I'm thinking that you was a woman though, or born.
I am like in her mind, she is.
We're not talking about your emotional state. We talking about your physics, the biology of you. Like you know that's what you know that there's a 99% chance that I was thinking that you were initially born identified as whatever the PC shit is. Y'all know what the fuck we talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I mean, I think there's a level of understanding there. Like in court, like there's a level of privacy that you are afforded when you say at home having a conversation, and there's a level of privacy that you don't get if you in public having a conversation. You know what I'm saying? I think there's a level of nigga, you knew I was probably trying to pick up a girl. Like somebody who was always
like I met you at a place where there were women. It was not like I met you at.
I bet you coming out the
outside of Minjo's. Like
I saw you coming out the woman's bathroom. I assume that you know what I'm saying. Like so,
I was down in Sweetwater. You were with your girls, hopefully.
And that's not to say there's anything wrong with you. If
that's just not what I'm interested in.
Yeah, that's not what I'm interested in.
I'm old fashioned. I just like women.
That don't mean I don't hate you. I don't want anything bad to happen. I don't think you shouldn't have the same right. You know what I'm saying? Like I think we need to get to a place where if that's not somebody's preference, that don't mean they're a phobia of this or whatever. It's just that's not what I want. If I don't like tall people, I don't like tall people. I don't like short people, I don't like short people. If I don't like people without uteruses, I don't like people
right.
You know what I'm saying? I like uterus, okay? That's what I like. Okay. I like fallopian tubes. They turn me on. So look.
Like I can, like, for a period of time, I dated a woman. She told, like, she was celibate.
Yeah.
And she told me, like, right in the beginning.
I
like,
prefer you tell me that. Too.
Yeah. Like, I'm celibate. Not to say that I'm not open. You know, I may possibly not be open to it, but, like, that's not what I'm looking for right now.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I came into it with a different expectation. Like, okay, I know what it is. I know what's not on the table right now.
And that's cool. And I'm okay with that. And I'm still going to date you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And we dated for a long time, and like she was a huge part of my life for a minute.
Yeah.
So I mean, it wasn't like I was accepting of it because she gave me the choice.
Yeah, absolutely. I always want the choice.
Yeah.
So this is a scenario. This is a real life scenario. So I'm not saying names because this shit is really real out here.
Okay.
All right. And there's different situations where do you say something? Do you not say something? All right. So I'm gonna use imagine, but this is definitely a real situation. So imagine you got a homeboy, and he got his heart broke alone. You know how you kind of said a nigga get his house broke on, his heart broken. It's like fuck bitches forever.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Nigga out here just doing bitches wrong, doing women wrong, running through different relationships and bad. And you finally find somebody, and this person is perfect for him.
Okay.
Completes him. Like the nigga got his shit together. Credit.
She'd have made him a better man.
Made him a better person. And she is a wonderful person as well. He brings her around, the homies, the family, the friends, and you realize that you know this young lady, and she has been with somebody in the family.
Okay.
And like best friend, almost brother, somebody in the family. You know what I'm saying? It's like, well, damn. I want to tell him because I think, and generally, I think if you found out and you found out your best friend knew that she was with one of the homies or some shit, you'll want to know. However, I see that this person is perfect for you, and if I tell you this information, you're gonna get rid of her off rip. I know who you are, and nobody said nothing. They end up getting married, having a child, having a life, family together. They still are, and nobody ever said anything. And that's the right decision in that situation because all this shit wouldn't have happened. Now, if that shit ever comes out and you find out that everybody already knew except you
gonna feel a way. But look, man, let's be realistic.
Yeah.
I'm 36 years old. Any woman I deal with gonna have some bit of a past. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I don't want to know. I don't care about your body count. I don't care who you fucked before. No, I do not care. I do not give a fuck. Niggas are.
Now, let me ask that. I hear you, and that makes sense in theory. So you mean to tell me you pull up with a nice young lady and you introduce me, and I had sex with her before? You don't ever want me to say anything?
That's great, my nigga. That's good for you.
I'm not saying I'm
No.
telling you.
I'm just saying, like, I don't care because if it happened before me, I can't change her history. You know what I'm saying? I'm worried about what's going on today and moving forward.
Yeah.
I can't change what happened in the past. We all got a past. She start digging up my shit, she gonna find some shit that's uncomfortable.
Right.
So I mean, ain't no need to even go and backtrack. Let's just be happy now.
Okay.
Let's just be happy because I can't, do shit about the fact that you used to fuck with niggas back in the day. Like, of course,
not niggas, because everybody had a past.
Yeah.
Your best friend.
Look, my nigga, I don't care.
Okay.
I do
That's
not care.
perfectly fine, too.
Like, God, because if it was something, y'all still be together.
Maybe it is still something.
Well, now if y'all still fucking, then now I got an issue.
Who would know? You may think they just cool. Oh man, y'all really hung out. Y'all really hit it off.
Now, but that's different to find out that like my man's is still hitting my lady. Then now we got a whole nother issue.
Or how about this? Your man's never hit your lady after the fact, but was really, really close friends, right? Hang out, go to dinner together, whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. And then you find out they used to be an item. You looking at them dinners and shit a little bit differently.
I am, but like I look at like,
and then it's like, well, why the fuck you would never say nothing?
Because maybe like he a real friend and see like that happiness in you. Because when a nigga in love and you happy, like that love changes you. Like, I don't want to fuck that up by telling them, like, yeah, me and your girl used to have something 8 years ago. We fucked around for 6 months.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's null and void.
And that was the situation, and we never said nothing. And we still ain't never going to say nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But because this person was meant for you. Like, literally, this person was meant for you.
Yeah.
Your family shows that. The marriage that y'all still in X amount of years later, because if I tell how many years, then
you'll know.
What I'm saying?
But I mean, it ain't my place to say. And I've had similar situations. Like,
don't get nobody in trouble.
Nah, I'm not. But like, I got a homeboy of mine that is in love, has a beautiful family with a woman, and me and his lady fucked around like a little bit after high school. But I'm looking at it like that's 20 fucking, like it's literally damn near 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Do I fuck up the thing that he has, the happiness that he has with her? I've seen him go through fucked up relationships.
Right.
Women break his heart and do all type of wild shit. He found her and she literally transformed him as a person. Like he was living in the basement. She moved him out the basement into a house, helped him get a good job, get his whole shit together. Do I fuck that up for my homeboy because me and your lady fucked around like the year after I graduated high school? Fuck no. I take that shit to the grave. And if she ever tell that nigga, I don't know what the fuck she talking about.
Yeah.
Ain't never happened. She a liar.
Yeah,
she a liar, bro.
Deny.
And how I'm looking at it, the statute of limitations, that body don't even matter no more. Don't even count on the tally.
Anything I've ever denied, I've never went back and said I did it. I've always denied anything I've denied to the
motherfucking grave, my nigga.
Except one time. And that was the only time I needed never to know that telling the truth in this situation will never work.
Because sometimes telling the truth, granted, it may heal you, but is it worth hurting the other party?
I broke up. Me and one of my first girlfriends, we was going through this back and forth, break up, and like, did you have sex with anybody while when we was apart?
That's a setup. That's a setup than a motherfucker.
You know what I'm saying? And it was no. And then it was like, really, you could tell me da. And then I told her the truth. My goodness.
That is a setup for a woman. You can tell me the truth. No, I can't.
Young 20-year-old Jay Johnson, young Jay Johnson, as it were. Yeah, that was the mistake. Never to be done again.
Nope. I ain't even talking about that
Deny.
Yeah, you was the only one I was with, baby.
Yeah.
And I would take that shit to the unless you have. First of all, I could get caught in the act of cheating, and I will still deny that.
Did you see the video where the nigga got caught with the bitch?
She a sex doll.
The bitch started talking in the Android voice.
Hey,
that was a fake video. Though.
Yeah, because they've had a few different videos. But
when that second one came out, when he said
he bought the baby,
I remember another one when he was like, I remember another one, but I couldn't find. I'm like, these niggas look familiar.
Yeah,
but this bitch started speaking in Android voice.
Hey man,
I am not
right. Look, man, sometimes you just gotta, some lies you just gotta take to the grave. But that shit,
I didn't want to be a part of ruining two lives, you know what I'm saying? And there wasn't no part because this woman was built for you. With that tranny shit, that's really fucked up. You should have told him a long time ago. You done got him involved, invested. His whole family is invested. You watching that man, know he want a family. You watching that man. How you gonna trust another woman?
Yeah, it's
you know what I'm
tough.
saying? You watch
There's
that
gonna
man
be some counseling involved in that
paint
situation.
a baby room. He's setting up fertility joints. You know what I'm saying? And you know this whole damn time.
Ain't no way.
That's just bold. And that should be criminal, to be perfectly honest. You should not be able to do that to somebody, dog.
But I can see that also.
That should be rape.
I can also see that working against you. Like,
no, that should be rape.
Because they're looking at what she is right now, not what she was.
That should be rape. Because I did not give you consent to do that.
I mean, yeah.
Like if like you can catch a charge if you having sex with a woman and with a condom on and you take the condom off and she didn't give you permission, because that's not the situation.
That's not the level of consent that she gave you.
So if I don't consent to having sex with a trans woman, no, you should not be able to do that without telling me. I should have the option to say yes or no. You should not be able to take my option away from me. That's not right, dog.
No, it's not right. Plain and simple. Like, I ain't got nothing extra for it. Shit ain't right.
Yeah, man.
So how do you quietly exit out of this relationship?
They in a marriage. You know what I'm saying? There's no quiet exit. That's a flawed perspective. There's no quiet exit.
Because I have a theory that people can get over cheating. Like, I've always say this shit. Cheating doesn't have to be a deal breaker. But like, the world can't know. Because if you start telling people, that's when the shit makes it harder to overcome.
I don't know, dog. I mean, once loyalty is lost, once I lose respect for you, I'm not going to re-respect you.
No, but you can build back trust. But not on this. I don't know about on this level, but you can build back trust.
I guess it depends on the situation, because
I look at it like this: if you married to a woman for 20 years and she cheat one fucking time out of 20 years, do you throw away the whole relationship because she cheated once?
Well, why would you throw away 20 years though, on her part or his part? Like, why, if we've been together 20 years, why would you throw all that away for some one night shit? I mean, it's multiple
two
ways
sides to that sword, but I mean,
shit
happens. Shit happens.
It could. I mean, everything is situational. But if you ever lost respect for somebody, I've never re-respected them.
Nah.
So depending on the situation and what was going on, it could be it, or it could not be it. It really depends.
I guess.
I mean, moral of the story is you should probably be honest at all times so you can avoid situations like this.
Honesty is typically the best policy.
Yeah. And I think people only lie when they're scared, and I try not to live my life in fear. So I just tell the truth. AKA, that's what my read receipts is on. Yeah,
we got to talk about this shit with your read receipts.
Yeah. I was going to introduce a section called Shit Only Jason Cares About. I just think that the whole entire iPhone ecosystem should leave their fucking read receipts on and stop being afraid. And that's really what it is. I can read your message and not reply. I'm perfectly fine with that. Just because I read your message does not mean I'm in a position where I have enough time to type out a response. I got an Apple Watch. I got an iPad. I got a computer. I may be in a fucking meeting. I don't know. You don't know what the fuck is going on the other end.
Right.
Just because I read your message, that is the indication. I'm letting you know, yes,
I saw it.
I've received your communication. If it's not a question mark at the end of this shit and it's just a statement, my read receipt is saying, yes, I'm acknowledging that I read that shit. Like, that's what it literally is there for.
Right.
To acknowledge that I read it. Well, you can say I got it. Nigga, it says read. And you got something that said deliver. You know I got it. So, if like, well, I just don't like knowing I'm on read. Like, you really think that when nigga texts you back 4 hours later, that's the first time that they got to it?
Fuck nah.
Sometimes, yeah.
I was with the woman I love, and I had to wait for her to go to sleep before I could text you back.
Like, and if you avoiding somebody, dog, just be honest. That may be the time for like, listen, I don't really want to. This conversation. I got into a conversation the other day. I was not trying to have this conversation at all. It was some regular shit, and it was like, what do you think when you think about me? What? Like, that's not what I didn't come here for that.
I
like,
think you make some amazing fried chicken and macaroni.
I didn't come here for that. You know what I'm saying? But my read receipts is on, so you would have seen me. So you know what? I could play the route where I just don't respond. I'm like, let me tell you the truth right now, because honesty is gonna be the best policy. No,
What'd you tell her?
I don't want to say. I don't want to say because they may be listening. I think they listen without telling me that they listening.
Okay.
But they know what I said. But you know what I'm saying? But like, I'm okay with the read receipt being on.
That's cool.
So
I don't leave mine on. You got a whose man's is this? I gave it to you earlier in the week.
oh yeah. Give me 1 second. All right, man. You are 100% right. You definitely did give me a who man's this, and I was like, dog.
It was some amazing information. The internet is undefeated with everything.
I love you. You love me. We're just how that shit go? Something about happy family.
We're a happy family.
Yeah. So apparently,
You don't watch. You don't have kids. You don't watch kids shows, man.
Barney's still on TV.
I don't know.
That shit was like, when we was kids and shit. Well, actually, when we was a little bit older.
Yeah. Then that shit was popping off.
Yeah. So apparently, the gentleman who played Barney for roughly 20 years or some shit.
10 years. He did
From 1991 to
Yeah. He did Barney for 10 years.
Yeah. Well, apparently he has another business that he's into right now.
Hell yeah.
A tantric sex business. Like, fam, you don't want to put the Barney portion of your resume on your tantric sex business. Like, that shit ultra creepy, man. Like, you can't be in a children's suit playing with kids all day and then get out of there and go.
But it's actually pretty fucking lucrative. He charges $350 a session.
Don't tell nobody you the Barney man is what I'm saying, dog. Because that shit is weird. You may still dress up like a fucking animal on weekends and go play with kids and then work in your sex spot all day.
Hey man, you think he fuck bitches using the Barney voice?
What you they call something like, apparently there are women who like to get have sex with people in like
Costumes, furs.
Furries, that's what they call it. The nigga fuck around like a furry fucker and shit, dog.
I mean, at $350 a session, he doing 2 to 4 sessions a week.
Man,
Hey man, I can add. Shit adds up.
it does. But who mans is this? Because don't tell nobody you the Barney nigga. Like, that's gonna get you extra clients. I used to watch you when I was a kid.
I think that's part of the appeal. Like maybe you should advertise that. I spent 10 years as Barney.
Who mans is this, dog?
Hey.
Do you see what the nigga look like too?
Yeah, he look a little creepy.
He look like a who mans is this? He look like literally like, no, who mans is, get this nigga the fuck out of here. Get Barney. I rub you. You
Hey
rub
man,
me.
look, get that money. Get that money, my nigga.
Hey, I don't know what the nigga name is, but Barney, who mans is this? Get the fuck out of here, dog. Don't tell nobody that's what you do, dog. Don't try. That's not the celebrity that you can use in that line of work.
Hey man, however you got to get them clients in the door.
I'm gonna leave.
Do it.
I'm gonna leave. Like, yeah. You remember me? I was the nigga who sung "We're father and son, give us." Like, what? Nigga, get the fuck out of here.
I mean, it brings back a certain level of nostalgia.
no, fam.
$350 a week.
Dame music pick, dog.
I should have picked this song like 2 weeks ago, but it's my nigga Casanova. set tripping.
Okay.
Punch you in your face, motherfucker. I knock your teeth out.
Teeth out.
Yeah, that is my shit.
Well, I'm thinking about
That is my music pick of the week.
I'm thinking about roughly 60 days. He gonna knock somebody's teeth out.
I'm cool with that.
He's off parole in about 60 days.
I'm cool with that. I can't wait till he drop a remix with that shit.
Yeah.
Fat Joe and 50 Cent. Throw them niggas on a remix.
I can see that. Yeah, man. I was expecting. I don't know. I think we forgot whose man's it is and music pick the last 2 weeks. And Mo Dirty had a project that dropped.
The Detroit to Vegas
about
project.
2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
And I thought I'm like that's definitely gonna be music pick of the week. But
and that's where I dropped the ball at. But shout out to my nigga Mo Dirt. This is my day one nigga.
Yeah.
Like I've known this nigga damn near 20 years, and he took the ball and ran with that shit. When niggas was just playing around with this rap shit, this nigga put his knuckles in the dirt and he made something out of nothing. That Detroit to Vegas project is dope. It's available on iTunes. Download that shit. Support good hip hop. Support my nigga Mo Dirty.
it sounds good.
Yeah, I mean,
I
got it.
Not like I'm surprised, but the shit do sound. It sound dope.
I've known Mo, like I said, damn near 20 years. He continues to get better. And that nigga found the fountain of youth because he does not age.
Yeah, he's supposed to be in town pretty soon, so we have him up here.
Yeah, for sure. It'll be the first time we have him up here at
the new
Shop
spot.
Talk Studios.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so we got to get him up in here. That's my dog. And now that we got now we can do phone interviews.
Yeah.
So we about to take this shit to a whole nother level.
I feel like calling somebody on the spot. I'm gonna start calling niggas on the spot, dog.
That's too dangerous.
I don't care.
It'll be fun.
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna get my nigga DJ Soko on here from Left to Center. You know, they just put out Nolan Project, and I know Soko finna hit the road, like hit Europe. So I want to get him on here like before he really get out there for a second. And he put on Twitter, there's another prominent Detroit artist he's trying to do a project with, and I'd be interested to see what the synergy of that shit sounds like. So I got to get my man's
Especially
on
if
here.
it's who I think it is.
Yeah.
So that's what's up. All right, man. Go ahead and get your socials and shit.
Time for the benediction. Dame Gone Wild, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat. I'm making a really conscious effort to post more pictures of myself. I've been getting feedback that I never post pictures of myself online.
You a meme page and shit, nigga?
Yeah, that's the shit I be hearing. But like, I ain't good with like the angles and lighting and shit. Like, I just take a picture and I be like, fuck it. Hey yo, so I found my son. My son changed his Instagram name. I just happened to be going through like the search page, the discover page, and I see like a familiar light skinned face. It's my son. So I click on it, and this nigga has and you know he high yellow, so he got a page full of fucking selfies. So I told him he got to give me the game, and then he proceeded to make his his Instagram page private.
Right.
So like, get the fuck off.
Your dad
man.
coming like, hey son, let me how you do a selfie? You the type of nigga your first selfie be the one looking down at the camera.
Right.
You type it with one finger and shit. You a fucking
Shit's
dad,
not flat.
nigga.
I am.
Not
I
a
am
father,
right.
nigga. You a dad.
I am. I'm a fucking dad. I love that shit though.
That's crazy. Shout out to everybody who subscribed on YouTube. I did see those. So if you haven't yet, youtube.com/JJohnson313. We need those subscribers because guess what? I made a little miscalculation. It wasn't 4,000 minutes. It was 4,000 hours.
Oh, wow.
They want you to have 4,000 hours of viewing a year and 1,000 subscribers to keep your shit monetized. So we just going to build up.
Yeah.
So follow Jay
I
Johnson.
mean, we started this with absolutely nothing, and now look at us.
So I'm on Instagram, JJohnson313, on YouTube, JJohnson313, and follow the Shop Talk Podcast Instagram page and Shop Talk Podcast Studios. I'm not saying we the Rockefeller podcast, but we are Jay and Dame.
Hell yeah.
Peace.